morning everyone. We are from SA11 sa Narciso, Quezon.
Good morning, ma'am.
And I am Miss Risa Villanueva. Together with my classmate, Miss Melogin Alboro, Miss Aileen Arevalo, Miss Lori Aspe, and Miss Julaika Asarul. And today, this is the scenario. A school has been using the same curriculum rather, for 10 years without any changes. Why should the curriculum be evaluated? What problems might arise without evaluation? How can evaluation benefit students? And now let us hear the voice of Miss Melogin Alboro.
Thank you very much. And number one is why should be the curriculum be evaluated? Because we need to check if the lessons is much their daily life, like if the students are in the province. So it helps us make a topic that are easy for them to relate. This way, they can understand better even without many things. Number two, what problems might arise without evaluation? This lesson might be too hard or too far from their experiences, so they will get confused and lose interest in studying. It will be very hard for them to focus and learn properly. Number three is how can we evaluate the benefits students? So we can use examples that they are see or do every day. So it will be much easier for them to understand and listen. It helps them learn well even if they are in far places. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Melogin Alboro. How about Miss Aileen Arevalo?
Okay, thank you po. Number one question, why should the curriculum be evaluated? For me, the curriculum should be evaluated to ensure it is still relevant, updated, and meets the current needs of students and society. Number two, what problems might arise without evaluation? The curriculum may become outdated, ineffective, and fail to develop important skills, leading to poor student learning. Question number three, how can evaluation benefit students? Evaluation helps improve the curriculum, making learning more meaningful, updated, and suited to students' needs. That's all po. Thank you.
How about you, Ma'am Julaika Asarul?
Good morning po. For me, why should the curriculum be evaluated? Just like what the Eileen said earlier, to keep it relevant. And also, it's effective. Education changes over time and student needs also change. Without evaluation, the curriculum may not longer fit current standards. So, what problem might arise without evaluation? It may become outdated and effective. Why? All content or methods may not match modern skills that can affect students' learning and future readiness. And how can evaluation benefit students? It improves the quality of learning. Well-evaluated curriculum assures students receive updated knowledge and better learning experience. Thank you po.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Julaika. So, based on their explanation, we are almost the same. The curriculum should be evaluated to ensure it is still relevant, updated, and aligned with the current educational standards or learners' needs. Without evaluation, the curriculum may become outdated, ineffective, and disconnected from real-world application. This can lead to poor student performance, lack of engagement, and graduates who are not well prepared for higher education or employment. And the evaluation benefit students by improving the quality of education they receive. It helps that ensure that lessons are meaningful, up-to-date, and suited to their learning needs. So let us proceed to the activity 2. Scenario number 2. A teacher finds that students are not actively participating during their lessons. What data should be collected? Which method can be used? what should be done after analyzing the result? Let us hear again the opinion of Ma'am Melogene Alboro.
Thank you very much. We need, number one is what should data can be used is we need to collect data that shows how much students are joining in class. We need to count or list down the how often they answer or do the activities. We need to ask them if they find the lessons too hard or too easy or just boring. And also we need to check the area if it is too noisy or too hot so they can focus. And let's find out what is the best kind of activities they actually enjoying. Number two is which method can be used. So we can watch the class carefully and take down notes. So we can also ask them questions and give them short survey. The simple way so we can help them to get the information we need. And then number three is what should be done after analyzing the result. And it is used for what found out to change our teaching style, make the lessons more interesting and fun. This way, students will surely want to join and participate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss Melogene. How about Miss Eileen Arevalo?
Okay. Question number one, what data should be collected? For me, student participation records, attendance, classroom, observations, and student feedbacks. Number two, which method can be used? Observation, surveys, questionnaires, and interviews. Question number three, what should be done after analyzing the results? Improve teaching strategies and activities to encourage more student participation. That's all po. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Miss Eileen. How about Miss Julaika Asarul?
For me, what is data should be collected? There's a lot of data should be collected in these scenarios, but I have here some of lists. Like for example, the feedback, performance, or attendance, or etc. This help identify why students are not participating, whether it's lack of interest, difficulty, or teaching style. Number two is which method can be used. We can use sometimes observation or interviews and anything else. These methods provide both direct and personal insight into student behavior and opinions. So, number three, what should be done after analyzing the results? We can just like we can adjust the teaching strategies. So the goal of analytics is to improve changes like interactive activities or group work can increase student engagement. That's all.
Ayan, thank you so much everyone. So, in scenario 3, a teacher finds the students are not actively participating during lessons. We should collect all data, and we need to find the best methods. And after analyzing the result, we should adjust teaching strategies. So in short, dapat po nating isaalang-alang kung ano ang nararapat sa ating student, hindi lang basta tayo nagtuturo. So that's all everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Si Ma'am